Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every single weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Dealing Dungeons, a light yet cutthroat, dice-chucking, loot-nabbing, dungeon-building crawler, 3 ways to play by Dark Keep Games. Now before we get into this, I do want to mention one thing. They actually reached out to me to do a Kickstarter video for this, and I did a preview video for them. They said they were going to let me know when to launch it. They never asked me to launch it, which means I should probably go launch that. But the other thing I want to mention is that look how far we are down. This is based on popularity right now, and we're probably about 200 active Kickstarter games down. This is on tabletop games, not on games, but tabletop games, and it was probably about 200 down. I stopped counting at 114 games down, which means that you really got to be driving more engagement to the project, trying to get the people who are already backing engaged, because we have 172 backers, $8,200, so it's going to become a reality, which is a good thing. 22 days to go. As always, when I look at one of the videos, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? And how much is it? Hopefully one of those 3 can be answered right here.
Dealing Dungeons is a cutthroat, fast-paced dungeon-building game for 1 to 4 players that can be learned in minutes. You build your dungeon 1 card at a time. With 3 different ways to play and endless dungeon combinations, no 2 games are ever alike. When you move into a new room, you draw an encounter card. Now you must decide to fight, defend, or run. When you slay the fearsome monsters, search them for loot, maybe you'll get lucky and find a great treasure or a powerful weapon, or possibly a life-saving healing potion. As you level up, you'll unlock more skills that will help you in your quest. When you reveal your treasure room card, draw one of the dreaded end bosses. Are you prepared to face it? What horrors await you in the darkness? Every door you open may very well be your last.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty good video.
Adventurers.
It taught me what I'm doing, the general premise of the game, without going too into the rules. Sometimes these videos go way too deep into the rules explanation. I didn't feel like they did that. And I imagine a lot of people just went straight from there, like, I like the artwork. And hopefully it's got an appealing price point, because I have seen what the size of box that this game can fit into, so I doubt this is going to be a $60, $70 game. So let's see what we got going on here. Can you do it? How much is it? So look right here, 2 created. Hopefully they already have a game under their belt. Oh no, so this was canceled, relaunched. Okay. Got rid of the original image. Still asking for $8,500. No, they lowered it to $5,500. Okay. And they're at $8,200, so they're about to hit what their original goal was. So that's, but that doesn't convince me. So hopefully somewhere in here they're going to convince me that they can, in fact, make this product. Maybe mention your manufacturers or something like that. Or a really well-done rule booklet, anything like that. Just the nice little touches that I want to see from a first-time game designer. Hopefully we're going to see some of those in here. Dealing Dungeons, 1 to 4 players, ages 10 plus, 30 minutes to play. Like the artwork, and I imagine a lot of people are just in on this because of the artwork, which, excellent. Build your dungeon, block your opponents, reach the treasure room, claim your reward, 3 ways to play, about the game, how to play. Okay, what is this? This is an odd choice. I don't know. I like that. I guess if I really want to learn the game, that would be good. How to play co-op mode. Okay. I almost feel like it would just be so much better if anyone was just reading that out. Oh, but this one doesn't even... Okay. This is odd. This is an odd choice. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I'm very curious to know what other people have to say about this, because I have never seen anyone do it quite like this, showing off the rules. But I don't feel like I have a problem with it, because it's still great. It's here that you can learn this. It's just different. How to play the chaos mode. Okay. Yeah, I just... It feels like you're just literally taking the rules and turning them into a video. Which I bet you some people are absolutely going to eat that up. But for me personally, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Game modes. There are 3 ways to play Dealing Dungeons, but let me know what you think about those in the comments down below, because I'm very curious. The 3 how to play videos on the 3 different game modes, but not in the typical fashion you're used to seeing. Game modes. What's in the box? 44 room cards. And yeah, so I was going to say the box, I remember, I feel like the box could fit into a flat rate padded shipping envelope, no problem, which means if we're looking at shipping anywhere above the $10 range, that's like a really big, that's going to worry me a little bit. But we'll get there when we get there. Plus, these unlock goodies. Anything marked with this is exclusive to the Kickstarter. So these stretch goals are going to be exclusive to the Kickstarter. Awesome. Still want to know the price. Still don't know the price. I could go over here, but don't make me go over there. I always like when it's seamlessly intertwined over here on the left side in the story. Anything marked with this is exclusive to the Kickstarter. So wow, end boss cards. Holy moly. That's a lot. So there's 10 end bosses in the game, and this is going to be 5 more. All right, cool. Loot cards. So this is additional loot cards, because we already have loot cards in here. So we have 60 loot cards. But these are actually loot cards you want, because I will say, I know in this game it has the coins, which will help you level up. But I feel like most people want to hold the things in their hand and kill things. I think it makes more digestible for some people. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's not for me, but I think for a lot of people, that'd really be their cup of tea. Because I remember I did a video last week, and it had the lady that does the 1-minute overviews. And it's just, they're not for me. Like, my brain can't handle it, but I know a lot of people dig it. Half-orc level card and token. Awesome. Dwarf level card and token. So these are actually, I believe, new characters you're going to get in this game. There's a whole bunch of different cards, and I believe they're actually double-sided, too. So you can pick the different genre you want. Gender. Wow. I almost said genre. Jesus. Pandemic times. Upgraded dice, 6,500. 2 loot cards. Halfling rogue, Yeti variant. And they have what I like to call micro stretch goals, which are stretch goals that just... they don't seem impossible. Like, none of these stretch goals, as long as you're going by $500, it's like, oh yeah, that could happen. That could very easily happen. And that gets people excited and engaged. However, you would think it would, but it's not. As I mentioned earlier, they're like the 200th ranked out of popularity Kickstarter tabletop game, which means you're not getting people coming back. Which is curious, because you have the stretch goals that you're hitting, and they don't seem to be doing their job, which is interesting, because 200, that is really low. And what I mean by that is, when you scroll down, so you might see the first 3 or 4, then 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 3 or 4. You have to keep going down like 50 plus times to get to this. Which, how many people really do that? You know, it's going to be hard to see a big jump if nobody's getting to the game. These Kickstarter exclusive end boss cards are only available during this Kickstarter. I feel like we mentioned this already. But okay, cool. And they are metallic, too. They actually do look really cool. Spot UV finish about the game. We survived the most famous loot. You didn't tell me the price, did you? Here we go. Why you make me go all the way down here? Also, sold out. Get it out of here. If it's gone and I can't get it, I can't buy it right now, get it the hell out. That takes, what, 30 seconds. Log in a Kickstarter, bing, bang, boom, gone. And now I'm not, like, disappointed when I see this. Instead, if it actually does happen to be over there, which it isn't, I'm like, whoa, cool, I happen to just sneak right in there. Wizard Next Door, so this is the one, this is the base game with the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. And I like how they're showcasing the Kickstarter exclusive stuff on the right. I really do think that's a great idea. I don't know. I kind of like, I like that image where it showed everything in the box, but I like this as well. So this is the Barbarian. What's the difference from the Wizard Next Door and the Barbarian? You get more of the Kickstarter stuff? Stretch goals? What? So I'm paying $5 for 2 cards. 2 end boss cards. That's odd. That's an odd choice. Why is this pledge level get 80%? What am I missing here? And this is why, you know, it's always nice to have a little bit of text if it's not clean and clear. So it's extra cards, but why? Like, why is this one just happened? All right, you're going to make me go over here. Let's figure it out. $15 print and play. Dang! Yikes! No, that is, I don't like that. I feel like that is a huge turnoff to a lot of people as well. $15 for your print and play? Really? Are you really that worried that there's going to be this huge run of people who are just not going to back your Kickstarter? They're going to print off that PDF. They're going to cut out all the cards. They're going to spend the literal hours it takes to compile this game. Because let me tell you, I've seen the components in this game. It would take you hours to assemble that PDF and cut everything out and do everything. And you're worried people are going to be... I think it's a bad look. It's always a bad look, I think, having that high price of a PDF, unless you're dealing with a role-playing book. Then I completely understand it, because then it really is it's just a different beast. All right, Wizard Next Door. So let's figure out what the difference between the Wizard Next Door and the Barbarian is, aside from the fact, wait, doesn't this one have more? Like, now that I look at it, the $30 one looks to, is this a Kickstarter? Is this an early bird? This level is for backers located in the St. Louis metro area. Oh, well, that's confusing. Okay, so they get more. That's just so weird seeing it pictured like that. Like, hey, if you get the... But I guess the shipping, it is what it is. That's a weird one. So $35. The one that most people are probably going to get, $21. Oh, man. Where are the backers? Is there a bigger one? The retailer pledge, $50. So let's do some math here, because I am... Okay, so here we go. There's some bigger stuff down here. The Frost Giant Collector's Edition. What is this? $100. For... Oh, it comes with this big thing. Okay, it comes... No, that's there too. So the... Wait. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. All right. So if I just want to buy your game... I'm like, I like you. I like the cut of your jig. I like the game. I'm interested. Let's just pretend I'm a typical person trying to buy your game right now. And I see this, and I'm like, okay, the early bird's gone. I'm annoyed. $15 print and play. I'm annoyed. What the hell is this? I want this one with the extra cards at $30. I go over here to click on that one, and now I'm even more annoyed because I say to myself, well, what the hell? It's just for them. And then I get to $35. I'm like, so this is the game, and I'm getting all the extra Kickstarter, expansion, stretch goal, goodie stuff. Hooray, awesome for me. Then I go down one more, and I'm like, well, what the hell is this thing? What the hell is this thing right here? Why don't I get that thing? Do I not get that thing, but the retailers get that thing? So people who go to the store are going to get that thing later? Is that what you're telling me right now? So if I back this on Kickstarter right now, I'm actually going to be getting... I think it may... Oh, no. I'm actually going to be getting a less nice version of the game than the people who buy it at retail? Is that what I'm really seeing right here? Oh my god, it is! Because this is that. So this is if I want to back a game, and then this is that. But no, if you actually buy it in your friendly local game store, you are going to get and you're going to get that. You're going to get extra stuff. Oh my gosh. I feel like if this was more popular, people would be so pissed off about this. So I honestly think your best strategy right now, this sounds crazy. This sounds totally crazy right now. But from a marketing standpoint, I always try to look at these from the marketing standpoint too. Like, what would I do if this was my Kickstarter? I would potentially see if you could get someone you know to like fake that they're angry about how this Kickstarter is actually going to have nicer things at the retailer level than the Kickstarter level. We're getting totally shafted here. Because I think you got to draw more interest to your Kickstarter one way or the other. And I think that is such an interesting choice that you've made there that a lot of people are going to be pissed about it. But then at the same time, a lot of people are like, no, this is great. This is a company who's actually trying to do something for the friendly local game stores who are just slowly withering away and dying. You know, I wish CMON would do something like this. You know, and then you really start thinking about, wow, what would that do to friendly local gaming stores if bigger companies were actually doing this? And it spins it on its head, and it's an interesting conversation point that you have right here, which I would totally be doing. But then we get to the Frost Giant Collector's Edition. Well, what the hell is this? And why is it $100? All right, so $50 is for the retail pledges, everything in the Barbarian pledge, per copy order. Then we have the Frost Giant Collector's Edition, the super, super rare, limited edition, Kickstarter exclusive Nightmare Hologram End Boss card, and the limited edition Kickstarter exclusive Frostblade Loot card are only available in this level. So you're going to get... so what is actually different from what people in the store are going to get? Because right now I'm having a hard time reading through what's different here. So we have these 4 cards. You put them... Are those... Yeah, so these are... Wait, where the hell are these? Where are those? It's just the positioning is so weird. So we're going to... I don't even know. I'm trying to see what's different between the $100 version and the retail version. That's what I'm trying to do here. All right, so we have the dude and the dude. Yes, we have red, purple dragon. Red, purple dragon. So there's those 4. So it is 4 additional boss cards. And then these... Are these the 4? These are 4, but they spread them out. So there's 1 additional of the treasure cards. So right now we're up to 5 cards, And then over here we have, what are these? These are these for. So is that I'm seeing 10 cards. Call me crazy, but I'm seeing the difference between the $50 and the $100. So is this going to be the retailer one? Is 10 cards? Is that right? That can't be right. I gotta dig into it, don't I? I really do. All right, let's do it. All right, 4 Kickstarter exclusive loot cards, 4 Kickstarter exclusive end boss cards, all applicable set rules. So 4 Kickstarter exclusive loot cards, 4. So there we go. So we got the Kickstarter exclusive hologram Plaza end boss card. Do we see that? Is that somewhere pictured in here? Oh, it's there. There it is. 1 Kickstarter exclusive hologram. So this is, yeah. I'm pretty. Oh, that's a magnet. That's not actually a gameplay thing. Okay, so that's a magnet. So the difference between the $35 and the $100 pledge level is like 10 cards, maybe 14 cards, and a magnet. Wow, that makes... So, as always, I do a rating scale here. 0, 1, or 2. 0 means just keep clicking on. This is probably not a Kickstarter worth your time. 1 means back it for $1, come back in the last 48 hours. And 2 means back it for the whale. And right now, I'm having a hard time seeing a whale here. When it's a promo pack of cards and a magnet. And the difference is $65? Like, oh my god! Like, what in the hell? Well, so what's different here? It doesn't... Okay, plus the Immortal. Okay, is this where you're in the game at least? Because everything in the Frost Giant Collector's was plus designed an end boss loot card. Okay, so I don't have an issue with that one. I actually think that's a really cool experience type pledge level, especially if you're not giving them full control. So I love that. I love that. This, however, whoa! And I get it. 16 people have taken it. But, you know, let's be real here. Let's be quite frank here. Every single game that goes on Kickstarter, for the most part, has people who are supporting it, who are friends of the designer, friends of the creator, relatives, somebody who's just like, I want to support your project in one way or the other. So you know what? They see that $100 pledge level. They don't care about the perceived lost value between, well, like what we were talking about. They're like, I want to support Danny because Danny's got this. And I will tell you, I had those. I had those when I ran my Kickstarter. I totally understand those, and those are great. But look at it from literally everyone else's perspective, which is there is a $65 jump from here to here. Holy moly. No, I cannot recommend the whale. Actually, the whale is this one. But no. So what others are saying? So there's a preview. Okay, it's preview. Yep. All right, whatevs. Preview. I gotta post my video up. I did a video for him. Apparently, I don't know. Shipping. So $10, $15. Where's the United States? Oh, it's free shipping anywhere in the United States. So there's the other thing. Wow. Put that at the front door. Put that at the front door. If you are shipping anywhere in the United States, I would totally. Woo-wee! Push that right on the front. Free internet. And Canada $10. That's not bad either. That's very reasonable. UK 15, 20, Australia 18. That's great. And that tells me that they're probably going to be using flat rate padded shipping envelope. I love those things so much. Great. Looks good on the shipping, but the price, wow. So I'm immediately leaning towards a 1. Just come back in the last 48 hours, look at the $35 one. Don't look anywhere else. Just look at the $35 one. And then... yeah, back of it looks like it might be your cup of tea, but let's make sure that the FAQ updates, comments, and our flaming dumpster fire. I do not believe they would be a flaming dumpster fire, because if they were a flaming dumpster fire, that would mean that this would be much higher ranked than the 200 spot. Because at least then, Kickstarter would be like, ooh, look, people are there commenting, and then it would bump it up. What's included in my pledge? What? The Barbarian pledge includes... So this should say, what's included in the Barbarian pledge, right? I think... What is Kickstarter exclusive? Anything marked Kickstarter exclusive? This is a really poor FAQ section. Like, I'm annoyed that I wasted my time here, because what's included in my pledge? What if I didn't get the Barbarian pledge? What if I got a different one? And also, it's just an odd placement for it. I highly recommend, if you're going to run a Kickstarter, go look at like 20, 30, 40 Kickstarters. You know, take notes. Just go through them. And say, oh, I like this. I like how they did that. I like how they did that. Take the time. You don't have to go deep dive into them. Just 5 minutes. Take the time out to figure out what you like, because I don't believe that you looked at someone's FAQ and were like, I like how they're doing this one. I want to copy this. What is Kickstarter exclusive? Yeah, okay. Updates. Let's take a closer look. Most hero level skill ones grant so let's see. Each time you level up, you unlock a new skill. And yeah, they do have a really cool skill system where you can spend money and you can level yourself up. Each time you level up, you unlock a new skill. They have all the stuff listed here. But I want to show you something right here, which is no one is engaged with this. I mean, you've got the 8 people who liked it, but no one's commented anything. And the reason why is you didn't give them any reason to comment. You didn't reach out to them. You didn't say, even just at the end. Like, if you were just like, hey, which one of these is going to go delving into the dungeon with you first? Let us know in the comments down below. Boom. Maybe make up a little backstory. Let us know which one you're going to send deep down to the dungeon, and let us know their backstory. Those 8 people who clicked on the heart, maybe 2 of them do it. And maybe then somebody else reads it and they engage with it, and all of a sudden you got people talking about your thing right there. So let's see. 2 and 4. Yeti variant. What is this? Glad to see these stretch goals unlocking. Okay. Somewhere in the labyrinth, the Yeti is in the variant end boss. So yeah, you just kind of announce stuff, which is great. You're keeping us updated, but keep them engaged as well. Because I see, what is it? A grand total of like 12 comments and 7 updates. That's not a good ratio. 32 comments. I like this. Could use some blood on the cards and traps. Thank you. The traps are in the encounter deck. I'm loving all the variety in heroes. I love Pledge using Australia's delivery. So they are active on the customer service, which is good. So here's when it comes back to it. Do I want it? Yeah. I mean, if you like the artwork, I think you might be into it. Can you do it? There was nothing about that really wowed me either. Like nothing. You didn't mention anything about the manufacturing, which I always like to hear. Like, who are you going through? This is our first Kickstarter, but we are no strangers to the process. We understand there could be delays in production. Okay. What does that mean? We're a brand new, very small game company located in the STL. The only thing we like more playing the games is making them dark, deep. Yeah, so, I'm just trying to feel more comfortable knowing that you can do it, and nothing, we are no strangers to the process. Explain that. Write a paragraph here. Why are you no strangers to the process? We have read through Jamie Stegmeier's entire blog. We have listened to Richard Bliss for countless numbers of hours about different success stories and failures people have had. We've learned from other people's mistakes and asked them, and we've talked to people who have ran Kickstarters. Anything here to let me know, yeah, you can make this game, because right now, nothing you've shown me makes me think that. You have a nice prototype, you have the nice artwork, it's all great, but it's just a little bit more. Just mention your manufacturer even. You're like, oh, we're going through Ad Magic. And boom, I say, oh, okay, Ad Magic, cool, we're good. Check mark. But I'm going to give this a 1, tepid 1. Do I want it? I feel like the video, yeah. I feel like if you enjoyed the video, I don't know. But let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. That was Dealing Dungeons. Also, in particular, what do you think about that style of how to play video, where it literally is just kind of taking the rules from the rule booklet and putting them on there, but then splicing in some pictures, interweaving those, because that's a really interesting strategy. Maybe I should do that, because that would be really easy. That's low-hanging fruit. Well, anywho, if you enjoyed what I'm doing, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making YouTube content. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.